Just waiting for people to come on. Welcome, Facebook family. Just wait for my Instagram crew. Hey, Debbie. Welcome, beautiful lady. Oops. Welcome, sister. Just waiting for the message to get out. Welcome, people on Facebook and YouTube. If you are on here, just a reminder, those on Facebook, I cannot see your name unless you actually write your name in the comments. And you are after a reading, please put your name. I'll just wait for a few more people to trickle in. I love it. Welcome, everybody. I look forward to this evening. After a very powerful weekend, I have much to share. What have we got? Welcome, Roxanne Goddess. What a gorgeous name, sister. Welcome, people again on Facebook. Gosh, what a time to be alive. Stuart, you made it. Hey, brother. Welcome, buddy. Just wait for a few more people. Sando on Instagram. I'm just going to wait for a few more people before I start talking because I really want as many people as possible to hear this message live. Let's see who we got. What beautiful souls. If you are on Facebook, just a reminder, if you do want a reading, you'll need to actually put your name in the comments because Facebook doesn't actually show me your name. All right, I'll just wait for a couple more people and then we will begin. What an evening. What a time to be alive. Seriously, guys, what a time to be alive. Okay, I think we've got the number. All right, beautiful. Welcome, Casper, beautiful sister. Okay, so, hey, gorgeous. Right. Oh, Fallon, welcome. Hopefully I've pronounced your name right. Welcome, everybody. I will begin. For those that are new here, my name is Dahlia Granot, and I call myself a spirit and power animals medium, medicine woman, sacred animal wisdom teacher, but really I'm just a channel for the animals as well as a channel for our beloved Mother Earth. And so it is through connecting with people that I see a zoo of animals that reveal themselves to me. It's been like that for a very long time. And the references that I use are, yes, online. You can find so many different interpretations for the same thing. But I call the animals that we work with two types of animals. The first one I call the spirit animal. That animal is the animal that you're born with. It's the animal that you die with. It's part of your identity. It's an animal that shares all its abilities with you within the human context. And that animal doesn't leave. And it requires a much more in-depth process for that animal to be reunited, because what I came to discover through my own journey, as well as working with clients and different people in my medicine women circles, is that at some point in childhood, that animal moves to the background. And so most people aren't even aware who this animal is. Often we think this animal that we're fascinated by or we're attracted to or keeps on showing up is our spirit animal, but usually it's not. Most of the time, it's completely out of our awareness. So that animal I only channel for people either in one-on-one sessions or my monthly events. So if you do want to check out who that animal is for you, please feel free to check out my website, sacredanimalwisdom.com. That's where you can find out how you can work with me. But in these readings, I channel what I refer to as your power animals. Now, the power animals is no term just used by me. That is the term used by many Indigenous cultures for the animals that share a form of power with you. And we have plenty. Everybody has plenty. And there's just so many powers that are on offer for each individual person on the earth right now. And it's a real shame that most of us aren't aware of what these powers are, because they're part of our birthright. Could be the power of protection, power of insight, power of clarity, power of more self-love, power of reminding us how amazing we are, power of looking at something differently. It could be the power of warning us about something. There's just so many powers. And it's a real shame that most of us aren't aware of who these animals are. So what I do in these readings is I pick 2 lovely souls who are on live with me, and I will channel one of their power animals. And the way this works is when I make a connection with someone, it's like a curtain gets pulled back on my right-hand side, and literally a zoo is there. You know, I sometimes see a foot, I see a wing, I see, you know, feathers. It's the funniest thing, but it's always the one that wants to step forward right now will make themselves known. They don't hold back, and they don't sugarcoat information either. So that's what the power animals are for. You know, we've got sacred contracts with these animals that is part of our birthright. And that's why I'm so passionate about this work, is because it's to support the human on its journey, on his or her journey. Most of the time we think we're alone. Most of the time we think we've got it hard and we have to struggle and suffer. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have incredible, incredible animals that are working with us in spirit, as well as sometimes they manifest in the physical, but they are nonetheless there, and they are there to share a power with us. And when you're aware of them, man, you can work with them in incredible ways. But that's why I'm so passionate about this, is because we as human beings are going through the most challenging time in our human, I'm going to say his story, okay, because it really is his story. But anyway, that's a separate story. But we have all these animals that are wanting to support us, and most of us are completely unaware of who they are. So we're missing out on not only tools, but really a team of power, really power that's on offer to make it easier for us to navigate right now, and to know that we're fully supported and we've got access to incredible power. Anyway, I can talk about this till the cows come home. So let me welcome Kimberly. Let me pick 2 lovely souls so we can jump right in. Do you know what, Stuart? Because you just stand out to me like a beacon, beloved brother, you know. I want to connect with you on this. There's no holding back. There's definitely like a whole zoo for you, but I just feel I want to connect with you. So Stuart, I'm going to honor you, beloved brother. And let's see who wants to come through for you. Straight off the bat, I've got a bird of prey. Doesn't even hold back. Let me see who you are. Definitely the wedge-tailed eagle. Massive male bird. Even though the female is generally larger than the male, this is still a large bird nonetheless. Now, this bird says he's been with you since the age of 5 years old. Normally what I find, Stuart, I don't know if you've watched any of my previous lives, but the way it works is when there's an animal that's been with us since we're very young, often that's when the spirit animals move to the background. Based on my own experience, that's when the spirit animals move to the background and our power animals come in its place to support us from that moment forward. And there's many reasons why that happens. I won't go into it on here, but this nonetheless is an animal that's been with you since the age of 5 years old. So let's see what he has to say. 100%. Okay. So he says he's been protecting you since the age of 5, and I see these massive wings coming up behind you. Okay. Massive wings. He's been supporting, literally having your back since the age of 5 years old, and supporting you and seeing things from a higher perspective. Often we get stuck in this realm, you know, the 3-dimensional reality, and often, you know, we get pulled down into what triggers us and, you know, where we get emotionally involved, when really if we can pull ourselves up and see things from a bird's eye view, then we don't get emotionally pulled into these situations. Well, this bird's been doing this for you, or facilitating or supporting you doing that since the age of 5 years old, brother. Now, coming back to protection, okay, because he really wants to show me this. He says the fact that he's, sorry, I sometimes close my eyes. The fact that he says he's behind you, okay, he wants to highlight the back of your neck. So although he's got his wings outstretched like this massively, okay, his head, right, his head is located at the back of your neck. And he really wants to highlight that position for you, because based on my my experience and you know, spending time with Indigenous teachers over you know, the last God knows how many years, there's a weak spot in our field. Everybody's got one. Some say it's because of astrology, Chinese medicine, meridians. At the end of the day, there's many different theories, but we all have this one spot which, you know, can sometimes be left open for, I'm going to say, interference, psychic energy, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to give it much energy, negative thoughts, but basically we all have one weak spot. What he's wanting to highlight for you, beloved brother, is that that's at the back of your neck. And so he's located the head. He wants to highlight his head is at the back of your neck. However, the wings come out, you know, they're full body. I mean, they're massive. So it's not restricted just to the back of your neck. But that's all you need to do, brother, is seriously see him behind you, wings outstretched. His head is located there. You know, the rest of his body is behind you. And in that moment, hand on my heart, brother, you are protected. What does that mean? Okay, so there's many stories I love to share. I keep on using the same ones because they're potent. But the way this works is when you connect them with these protection animals, in those moments, they are able to protect your field. Yeah, they're able to protect your field and make it somewhat impenetrable in those moments. It's such an incredible power that goes so deep and is so profound. And the repercussions of that is the universe meets you in that spot. So the universe will bounce off that field. What does that mean? Let's say you go in to have a conversation with someone that normally would make you feel vulnerable or intimidating or intimidated, I should say, or for whatever reason you feel uncomfortable. Man, you check in with this eagle, okay? You check in with this eagle, you connect in with him, you feel him, yeah? It doesn't even need to take you that long. It could be a quite quick experience, process, whatever works for you, brother. In that moment, your field just becomes solid. You will feel more confident. You'll be able to then have whatever conversation you need to have, whatever interaction you need to have with somebody who possibly previously would have made you feel uncomfortable. And the universe, like I said, meets you at that spot. So however that person responds is out of your hands, but for whatever reason, that person unconsciously will know that you have this complete protection, and either the situation evolves or changes, or it just bounces off you. There's so many different ways that I've seen this work, but this freaking works, guys. Seriously, trust me on this. You've got to experience to know how powerful this is. I'll use the example, let's say, which one shall I use today? I'm going to use the one of someone who I did a reading for, okay? So this is a woman who did not believe in this whatsoever. In fact, she was so skeptic. I did a reading for her years ago, and she was so skeptic, very open to other things. But when it comes to working with animals like this that you cannot see with these eyes, okay, guys, this is not, when you're working with these power animals, it's not like you can hold them and go, oh, look, there's a beautiful animal I can pat, therefore it's sharing its power. No, you know what? That's one way. Great. But no, this transcends the physical realm, okay? We're going into the spiritual realm. We're going into seeing things with this eye, okay? So anyway, naturally skeptic, which is fine. I actually love working with people like that because when they have the experience, man, does it blow their minds. So anyway, she resisted. Her protection animal, like yours, is an eagle, brother. Her protection animal was a tarantula. Those that have worked with me before know tarantula seems to come in a lot for people. There's a reason for that. This is an animal that invokes an energy that not only is intimidating energetically, but has a power of presence, yeah? I mean, I just have so much respect for tarantulas, seriously, beyond this realm. Anyway, this is a woman that had a fear of spiders. Her protection animal was a tarantula. And this tarantula wanted to be positioned on the back of her neck, okay? So she told me, Dahlia, I don't know if I can do this. I said, trust me. What have you got to lose? You might be terrified of this animal. Fair enough. Connect in with it in that moment that you are about to have an experience that normally would make you feel uncomfortable. Connect in with her. What have you got to lose? Anyway, she resisted. 10 days later, she told me she had an experience. You know, she was so excited to tell me. And I'm like, yes, I bet you something's happened. Anyway, she went into a room where there was someone who normally intimidates her, makes her feel uncomfortable. And this person was on the other side of the room with their dog. And she thought, you know what, I'm going to try this. So she put her tarantula in position, as I like to call it, and she said it was instant. The dog growled at her. And it was as if she felt a sense of confidence that she did not give an SHIT about this person that was standing there. She was able to engage with this person, and she just could not explain it. I said, that's how it works. I can't put it into words until you experience it. So you have a taste of what this power feels like, then you know it's real, then you can believe it. I can say anything I like, but you've got to believe it you've got to experience it to believe it, yeah? So she had, damn, it's changed her life because now she uses it whenever she needs. But why did the dog growl? Did the dog see the tarantula? I doubt it. That's not what this is about. The tarantula is connected to her field. She would have tapped into the power in that moment. Her field would have responded instantly, yeah? I'm talking a complete shift. A complete shift. Would have been solid. That dog would have felt the change straight away, growled, and she would have felt strong. It would have been so instant. That's what she got. The universe met her there, yeah? The universe met her there and responded. The dog responded straight away. That is an example of how instantly the universe will respond. And those of you who have been following me for a while, I share many, I can't get words out today, sorry, many examples of how instant the response from the universe is. And it's seriously incredible, okay? Seriously incredible. But you got to trust in the power that's on offer. If you don't trust in the power that's on offer, it's like a weak signal. And you're trying to share a little bit of energy with the animal that's trying to share a lot of power with you. It's a weak signal. It's not going to have the incredible, ability that's on offer for you. But man, you trust in these animals. They share a power that is next level, and it's on offer for every human being. Okay, so that's why this is so powerful. So I hope, beloved Stuart, I hope you got something from that. Feel free to message me, brother, if you've got any questions. But that is the power animal for you tonight, beloved brother, is your eagle. All right, let's see who else I have. Let me see on beloved Instagram. Oh my God, I love you guys so much for joining me. Ellie, oh my God, Ellie, I love you. Welcome, Ellie. All right, let me see, who have I got here? So interesting. Thanks, Roxanne, gorgeous lady. My snake has been great helping me ground. Go, Casper. Yeah, these animals, when they come through, they show such a small part of what's on offer. You get to know these animals. Yeah, they're a part of your journey. They're a part of your team. You get to know them. They start to show you so much more than just the one power I'm describing in this reading. Yeah, it's like meeting a friend that's been with you for so long and you've kind of ignored them, which it's not conscious. It's not your fault, but they've been there nonetheless. You spend time with them. You get to know them. Man, they'll show you shit. They'll seriously show you shit. Trust me. All right. Let's see, who have we got next? Do you know what, Roxanne, you just stand out to me, sister. Roxanne, I'd love to do a reading for you, beautiful girl. You're standing out energetically, so I've got to honor that. Right, Roxanne, who have I got? All right, this is weird. I have something really golden, all right? I'm not sure what animal it is at this point. I'm just letting you know there's like this golden light that's just on. So just bear with me. Shit, okay. Not from here. All right. It is, I love it when they tell me they're not from here, because often I just have to go, okay, you don't look like you're from here. And then they'll tell me, well, this bird's not from here, because there is no such thing on this earth, a golden owl, sister. You have a golden owl. Let me just see what she has to say. All right. She says she's actually been with you since the age of 6, okay? So this is not a bird that's coming in right now. She's been with you since the age of 6. I'll see if she's your protection animal. Very likely she is, because she's coming with such strength. Yeah, okay, she says yes. So Roxanne, I don't know if you heard the last part. The protection animal usually takes the place of the spirit animal, because something that happens in childhood where we need to adapt. Yeah, either, it could be a change in environment, like starting school. It could be a conversation with an adult, a sibling, a friend, a trauma. There's just so many situations. But for whatever reason, our identities need to adapt. And our identity up to that point is with a spirit animal embodied. Then something occurs, and that's just part of the journey of this human experience right now in the white skin clothings we've got. So a power animal comes to take its place and support us in the best way that he or she can. Now, it's unconscious most of the time, but they're there nonetheless. This golden owl has been with you since the age of 6 years old. Let's see what she has to say. She's seriously glowing, which is why I said she's not from here. Yeah, she's not from here, she says. Okay, thank you. Can you just explain that? Another one, Lyra. Star system Lyra. Cool. I don't know if you've got any connection with the star system Lyra, sister, but this owl comes from Lyra. Very likely there is a past life connection. And normally, yeah, okay. Do you want me to go there? Okay. Sometimes when I do these readings, I see a cord that illuminates, and that links to a past life. And that's why they've stepped forward. They want to reopen a past life connection. That is to serve, okay? I'm being shown Lyra. Star system Lyra. I don't know much about that star system, so I invite you to explore. But what I'm being shown is this golden owl comes from that timeline. Show me more. Okay. You would just, in that lifetime, what I'm being shown is you actually worked with the animal realm in a way that transcends the human experience here, what I'm being shown. I'm being shown that you were accessing not just power, but you were working with it. Well, I can't even use it consciously. Excuse me with my words tonight. You were working with it in a way that for us in the human experience would be next level, okay? What I'm being shown is it's like you were able to access wings. It's really bizarre. You were able to access wings and work with flight. I have no idea what that means. All I know is that she's showing me this happened on the star system, Lyra. This is a past life for you. You have a sorry, you have a very sacred connection with this golden owl. And that timeline is now open. So what does that mean? It means that you can now explore it, okay? In fact, I invite you to explore it. They only reopen timelines or past lives with me if it's to serve, like I said. So it's now open, meaning that you can go and explore what the connection was back then, as well as see what information can come through, because this owl is now ready to support you in receiving those downloads, receiving those codes from that lifetime where you were that soul, that woman who was able to work with wings. I'm just being shown wings. You're able to work with wings and flight and just being able to use, I don't want to say magic, because magic doesn't do this service. It's working with energy in a whole different way to how we use it on this earth, okay? So, and look, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. That's just what she's showing me. But when it comes to protection, sister, same as the eagle, but with her, let me see where she wants the position, left shoulder. Okay, so with you, she actually sits there on your left shoulder. I'm sorry if on Instagram or Facebook it's opposite, but it's your left shoulder. Now, what does that mean? It means that, like I was saying to Stuart, anytime you go to have a conversation with someone that normally would intimidate you or make you feel uncomfortable, or you're about to go somewhere where there are energies that you don't want to be around, yeah, or you know that they don't serve you, man, just connecting with this golden owl on your left shoulder, yeah, just see her, connecting with her. Instantly in those moments, you're protected. Instantly in those moments, you've got access to the power of protection where, like I said, the universe will meet you where you're at. And so watch how things bounce off you. Watch how you're able to feel more solid in your presence and in your power and centered, that you'll then be able to navigate with that confidence to deal with whatever you've got to deal with. But that's the power this beautiful golden owl has to share with you. Okay, thank you. She wants to highlight as well, yes, the power of insight. Like I said, some of these animals have got more than just one power that they're wanting to share. And with you, beloved Roxanne, this owl, okay, there's no coincidence, called the bird of wisdom. There's a reason for that. Why have so many cultures connected, the owls with wisdom? Well, it's because they're able to travel between different realities, like certain other birds, but owls also do, and they're able to transcend lifetimes, past lifetimes. I see this all the time, yeah? So this owl is able to give you clarity. So ask her, you might find there's a certain way that the two of you work together where you're able to understand the cues of, of when she's trying to show you either something's authentic or something's not authentic, or, to look at something with more detail. You might get keywords. Everybody's different. It really depends on what your natural gifts are. We all have them, by the way. So nobody's coming here empty-handed to this earth. You've all got gifts. You've all got abilities. Just with most of us, they've not been practiced. And so they need a little bit of reminding and remembering, and then they come fully online, yeah? But coming back to you, beautiful sister Roxanne, is this owl has got the ability to show you clarity, to show you something. She wants to come back to the eyes. When you connect in with her eyes, she'll be able to show you things. She'll be able to show you where you can access certain pieces of information. So this is just the beginning. Even though you've been together since the age of 6, because it's been, and it's not your fault, it's been a weak signal. So she's not been able to share the next level of power that's on offer for you. So seriously, this is exciting. I'd spend as much time as I can with her if I were you. Ask her questions, get her to show you, how the two of you can work together, and see what you can do moving forward. What I encourage people to do is, when you do meet these power animals and you know who they are, practice. Yeah, I'm not saying deliberately go into tricky situations, but if you happen to find yourself in one of those tricky situations, or you happen to have an experience where you're surrounded by people that normally make you feel uncomfortable, or maybe you go out in nature and you want to see what the subtle difference in the energy is, do it. Seriously, do it. This stuff is on offer for you. So do that, Roxanne, and do that, Stuart. Practice with these protection animals and see what the difference is. Because I can tell you all I like, but you've got to really experience and embody these animals to know what that power feels like. Because this is next level, yeah? This is really next level. And then you will fully trust it And then it becomes automatic, yeah? The more you practice with these protection animals, the more it becomes automatic. You don't even need to try to even, I'm going to say, visualize them, because they're there anyway, but you don't even need to try hard. They just appear, all right? So I hope that's been clear, beautiful Roxanne. Feel free to ask any questions. I might just go through if there's any questions from any lovely souls here tonight. Please do ask, guys. I'm here to serve. So if you've got any questions, please use this opportunity to access my brain. I'm always here to help people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Talisha, welcome. Anyone who did miss out on a reading tonight, I do these power animal readings every week without fail, no matter what, because I'm so committed to supporting you guys. So I'm always here, you know, as well as I do one-on-one sessions and my monthly events, all on secretanimalwisdom.com, my website, or my Facebook page, Medicine Woman Dahlia. Let me see what questions I've got. Hello, beautiful. Oh, thank you, Casper, for sharing that about your snake. Roxanne, my heart is so full of gratitude. Thank you so much for sharing the beautiful message. Happy to, sister. Man, you glowed. Your energy just glowed. That's why the owl just, man, wouldn't hold back, would not hold back. So thank you for receiving the energy and the message. Fallon, are you able to tell me what ravens mean? I helped one that was not well the other day. Yeah, for sure. So before I say what comes through, I always tell people, if you can avoid going on Dr. Google to go and look up the meaning of an animal, please do so, as in don't do so. Don't go onto Dr. Google, because Dr. Google has many interpretations for the same thing. There's some people that are able to tap into the collective, and there's some people who share their own personal connection with an animal, or maybe it's cultural. There's so many different interpretations. People go into overwhelm. What I do is when I connect with someone, I get the message for them, okay? Sometimes I'll know whether it's also the collective meaning, but it may also be message for the person. And the reason I say that is because many animals are not the collective meaning. Many animals are actually a part of our team, supporting us personally in a way that is unique to us, yeah? So I just wanted to say that, yeah, because we're each individuals on this earth having our own individual journeys. And the last thing we want to do is give our power away to Dr. Google and maybe a book where it says the meaning of this experience is XYZ, yeah, because then we miss out on the golden truth that's for us. So I always invite people to really connect in with the heart first, and, you know, be with the experience and inquire. I mean, there's so much more, and I teach it, but I just wanted to say that. All right, so let me just see. Are you able to tell me what ravens mean? I helped one that was not well the other day. Okay, so generally what happens, the ravens they go back to the beginning, all right? When it comes to humanity's experience on the earth, ravens were there right from the beginning, okay? And they're able to travel between the realities, similar to the way the owls do. However, it's next level with the raven, because the raven is one step ahead of us. They're one step ahead of our thoughts. They're one step ahead of our actions. They're one step ahead of what we're, literally what we're thinking. So because they're able to travel between the realities and they have the awareness of everything that's going on around. That's why people always say, oh my God, they're such an intelligent bird. Yeah, that's the human, we'll say the human scientific interpretation of why ravens look so intelligent. They're so intelligent because they are actually far more advanced than humans can give them credit for, because they're actually connected to everything. So the collective message, if you want to know what the collective message for raven, it's actually it's actually a bird that is transcending dimensions and showing people a mirror of what's going on inside of them, but between the realities. Yeah, some people say it's a bird of magic. That's one interpretation. Some people say it's the bird that shows them something specific about what they need to see right now. Yeah, let me see what it is for you, but I just wanted to give that context. Okay, what I'm getting that this raven, so you helped one the other day. Yeah, so this raven that you helped, okay, what I'm being told is there was a part of you that needed to be reminded. It's literal, thank you. What I'm being told is this raven wanted to remind you that you need to actually help yourself. There's a part of you that, and this is what I mean about ravens sometimes showing you yourself, or showing you a part of yourself, okay? Ravens are really gifted at that. This raven that you helped the other day was not well, was showing you a part of yourself that needs attention. There's a part of you that I'm going to use it literally, that's not well. Now, that I'm not saying that you're sick. That's not what I'm saying. But there's a part of you that needs some attention, needs some TLC, needs some love and care. And that's what this raven is wanting to show you, or wanted to show you in that moment. Because she's saying that she's a she, because she says that there's a part of you that's not nurturing yourself. Okay. And that's literally the gift she gave to you by coming into your experience the other day. But that's just the beginning, okay? Because you've had this experience with Raven, guess what? When you have an experience with an animal, they're one of your power animals now, because they can then start to work with you in other ways. So that's not limited just, right, I'm going to show you when you're not looking after your well-being. No, that's the beginning, Fallon. So I can go through that in so much more depth, but what I invite you to do is now pay attention to when ravens show up from this moment forward. Watch them, see what they're doing, watch their behavior. They're trying to show you something. Like I said, they're one step ahead of people. So if you see an animal, if you see a raven pick up a piece of food and go with it, it's asking you to look at where you need to be nourished. Or possibly it's showing you that you have nourished yourself. Like, that's the thing. You have to tune in moment to moment. And there's so many more. There's so many more. And I share a lot of this online and in my sessions and whatnot. But yeah, it's just amazing. So you now have a power animal that's a raven. That's so cool. Casper, the kookaburra has been with me last 2 weeks. I love that. Kookaburras are incredible. And you know what's awesome? It's so interesting because I did an incredible ceremony on the weekend, and what kookaburra showed me is up until, we'll say up until quite recently, when kookaburras laugh, people naturally feel, oh my God, there's laughter going on, and they're trying to shake me from my way of thinking, distract me from my thoughts so that I can laugh at it. Yeah, you know what? That's how it's been for a very long time. Well, something has shifted over the last few weeks with the kookaburras. So it's interesting you say last 2 weeks, Casper, because it's pretty close to the timing I'm talking about, where when a kookaburra laughs, okay, pay attention not only to your thoughts, but pay attention to the frequency of those thoughts, because the kookaburra right now, in the time of its laughter, is seriously wanting people to step it up. And what I mean by stepping it up is we have the power to create in a whole new way right now. We're in a place that's out of time. Look up the Mayan calendar. We're out of time. We're navigating in a place that is not like anything we've experienced before on this earth. All right. So what I got shown with the kookaburras that started a few weeks ago is that they're really here to remind those that are onto it, because you are, Casper, those that are onto it, to really be conscious of the thoughts, and they will laugh at us just to catch it and make us like shift it, because it's seriously so powerful when we're conscious of it, so that we can do it and create in a really much more powerful way because of our frequency and what's needed for our frequency. Okay. Because right now, the more that we focus on, if it's not to serve, we're going to manifest it, sister. We are going to manifest it, okay? So it works in the reverse. If you guys can focus on your thoughts and give energy to the good thoughts, the positive thoughts, and what we want to see in the world, what we want to see for ourselves, what we want to see for our beloved Mother Earth, who seriously is there online for people that are ready to reach out to her. The more that we focus on that and what's needed in this world, the more it's going to arrive, the more it's going to manifest, and that's what's needed. All right, so I hope that's helped you, beloved Casper. Who have we got here? Facebook user. Sorry, I can't see your name. Oh, it's you, Stuart. I had 4 pelicans circling above me on Friday. They kept circling me for ages. They weren't flapping their wings. They just kept gliding above. Any thoughts on that? Yes, 100%. Let me tell you about pelicans, who I get emotional when I think about them, so I'll try and just hold. From a very young age, they showed me what resurrection was about. They showed me what rebirth was about, okay? So when you see pelicans, especially when they catch your attention like that, okay, 4 pelicans circling above was to highlight there's a resurrection, there's a rebirth, okay? There's a rebirth that's happening right in front of your eyes, brother, and that's what was being shown. You know, the number 4, there's different connections that I'm getting with that. It's showing me the number 4 is related to the community that you're a part of, as well as the balance of the energies, the 4 elements. There's something about that for you, and coming to a place of resurrection and rebirth. Like, that's really tripping me out, and I'm getting chills actually saying that. So that is actually really deep. But do you know what? And I'm going to share this, and I'll try not to get emotional. I didn't plan to share it here on the live, but I'll do, because you've just brought up pelicans. Mother Earth, our beloved Mother Earth, is speaking louder than she's ever spoken before, because she wants her children, which is us, to hear her, to feel her, to remember who she is. Okay, and she will speak as loud as she needs to speak so that she's heard. And so she's coming through for people to really know and feel her, because she's been waiting for this time in his story, okay, history, to be remembered. She's been waiting for this time for her children to remember who she is, so that she can be honored and loved and respected in the way that she utmost deserves. And so when you see pelicans like that, brother, what I'm getting is you're on, like, you are so on track. You are so on track because you know who our mother is, and you are in line with having the resurrection and the rebirth. That's what's possible for humans right now. Yeah. The story that's playing out there, everybody, it's not our story. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to choose it. The story that I invite you to take on, I don't even want to call it a story, but the journey that I invite you to go on is the journey with our mother. It's the journey with this earth. It's the journey with the four elements: the earth, the water, the air, the fire. It's the journey of connecting with what's inherently us as human beings, which is this earth. And obviously all that's out around us, the animals, the plants, the stars, the sky, Father, Sun, all of that. There's just so much that has been forgotten by humans, that we're being distracted by the story that's playing out here, and we're falling into fear and doubt and whatever you want to call it. We are so much more than that, guys. We are so much more. We are the children of this earth mother, okay? And she's there to support every human being that's ready to remember who she is. She's told me this directly, okay? And I say this with 100% conviction. She wants this for every single person on this earth. And that's why I work with people and the animals, is because the animals are a part of her. And they're a part of us. We are all one at the end of the day. You know, there's no coincidence that all these beautiful indigenous cultures have all said the same thing for thousands of years. Us Westerners, unfortunately, have been blinded by the white light. Yeah, we've forgotten who we are. So it's about remembering who we are. And the journey we're on right now is remembering what is possible for us, so that we can be the humans we've come here to be, and return to community, return to the connections we've got with the earth, return to the connections we've got with each other, and come back to harmony. Yes, don't buy the story that's out there, guys. We're not meant to be fearful. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so raw. I get emotional when I talk about her, because she's come through so strongly, so strongly. And those that do ceremony with me know that I take this so seriously. And if you can open yourself up, just come back to the heart. If you can open yourself up to her, open yourself up to the plants, the animals, you won't be led astray. You just won't be led astray. So I hope that's helped you guys. I'm here for everybody. Yeah, you guys aren't alone out there in the internet. You know, we're all connected by a beautiful tapestry, which I refer to as a web. You know, I did an incredible sweat lodge on the weekend, and in the midst of the ceremony, this spider comes out of the fire. This spider comes out of the charcoal, not charcoal, the rocks that are burning, okay? And this spider couldn't have been there. There's no way this spider naturally could have been there. It was so hot. And the reason I say that is because we were consciously creating, we were consciously praying, we were consciously asking for the things that this earth needs right now. And what this spider showed me is, yes, that's possible. You're creating those webs, you're creating those tapestries. And so I invite you guys to go there. Yeah, the power of prayer is so underrated. Don't look at what religion is connected to prayer. Come here and feel what prayer is for you. Even if it is just asking for what you need, or what your family needs, or what the loved ones that you care about need. You know, that's the power of prayer. But do it and connect with your mother, and just do it from here. Don't do it from here. Do it from here. All right, beautiful people. So you guys are amazing. I love you all so much for being on here. I have no more words. I mean, I do. I could talk about this forever, but oh, thank you, Roxanne. There's words that we all need to hear right now. Look, this is a non-negotiable, sister. It's a non-negotiable ceremony, and ritual is in my blood. And I take this work so seriously. And when I'm given a message to deliver, I won't hold back. And I don't care about this BS that's playing out right now, because I know we're so much bigger than that. You know, they can try and, I'm going to say, distract us with all of that as much as they like. It's not the truth. What's the truth? In here. That's the truth. That's the truth. And down there in the earth, she's the truth as well. All right, beautiful people. Mwah. Thank you for being on here. And a reminder, I do the spirit animal events every month. Please visit my website, secretanimalwisdom.com, or feel free to reach out to me for sessions. Like I said, I love working with souls and people, and I'm here to support. Take care of yourselves out there. You guys are awesome. Warrior goddess, so are you. We are all warriors. Actually, you know what? I'm going to share this quickly. So Stuart, bless you, Stuart. Why was I so drawn to do a reading for him? He sent me out of nowhere. I've never met Stuart. Stuart sent me this song out of nowhere. What was it, 5-6 days ago, Stuart? Do you know what? It's been on repeat in my car. My boys and I are singing it nonstop by Thea. Hang on a sec. What's it called? Sorry. I'm just having something about greatness. What was it? Greatness? Forgotten. Oh my God, bear with me because I'm just going to, it's on my phone. I'm not shutting you down, Instagram, but something about greatness. Do you know what? Just look up Fia. And I've actually shared it on my page, F-I-A, Fia, and something about greatness. It's on my page. It's on my personal page. Dahlia Granite, if you're not my friend, feel free to befriend me. I'll also share it in the recording of this, because that song will speak to every single one of you. You'll remember who you are just by hearing this beautiful singer's words, because we are all rainbow warriors, and we're just remembering that. We're remembering we came here to be that bridge for the next generation, but we got to remember who we are, and it's through all of this work that we can do that. So that song was incredible. So mwah, have a beautiful night, guys. You've got this. And I love you with all my heart. Take care, beautiful sisters and brothers out there. Love you all. Thanks, Cass. You have a great night too, beautiful sister.